Hello everyone. Welcome to our comprehensive look at the weather shaping the nation today. It's October 22nd, 2025, and the weather across the United States is buzzing with activity. From coast to coast, the skies are alive with shifting patterns and dramatic changes. We're seeing rapid changes, warm one day, cold the next, as weather systems race from west to east. These quick shifts can catch us off guard, so it's important to stay informed. Think of it as a busy highway in the sky, with storms and sunshine trading places. The atmosphere is bustling, and every region is experiencing its own unique weather story. Some regions are basking in sun, while others face rain, wind, or even early snow. It's a patchwork of weather, and no two places are quite the same right now. This late October transition from summer warmth to fall chill energizes the atmosphere, fueling powerful storms. The clash of warm and cold air is what drives much of this dramatic weather. We're tracking a tropical storm in the Caribbean that could become a hurricane, and strong thunderstorms in the southern states. These systems have the potential to bring heavy rain, gusty winds, and even flooding. Meanwhile, some areas are getting their first taste of winter cold. For many, it's time to dig out the coats and scarves as temperatures dip and the first snowflakes fall. It's a season of big contrasts. Sun in one place, snow in another. These differences highlight just how varied our country's weather can be at this time of year. In this update, we'll journey from the Caribbean's tropical storm to severe weather in the southern plains, and across the nation's temperature extremes. We'll help you understand what's happening and what to expect next. We'll also check in on storms in the Great Lakes, rain in the Pacific Northwest, and take a peek at the Halloween forecast. There's a lot to watch as we head toward the end of the month. Weather shapes our daily lives, from travel to outdoor plans. Whether you're commuting to work, sending kids to school, or planning a weekend getaway, the forecast matters. Knowing what's coming helps us prepare. Jackets for cold, plans for storms. Staying ahead of the weather means fewer surprises and safer days for everyone. Our goal is to give you the info you need to stay ready for whatever the skies bring. We're here to help you make smart choices, no matter what the forecast holds. So let's dive into the very active weather happening across America right now. There's a lot unfolding, and we'll break it all down for you. From hurricanes to hail and heat to frost, there's a lot to cover. Each region faces its own challenges, and we'll explore them all. Stay tuned as we break down the biggest weather stories coast to coast. No matter where you are, we've got you covered with the latest updates. Let's get started with the storm brewing in the Caribbean. This system could have major impacts, so let's take a closer look at what's developing. Here's what you need to know as we kick off our weather journey together. In the Caribbean, Tropical Storm Melissa is slowly gathering strength over unusually warm waters. This storm, which started as a small disturbance, has been steadily growing in size and intensity. This extra warmth acts as fuel, helping Melissa grow more powerful. The warm waters provide the energy needed for the storm to intensify, making it a significant threat to the region. Rain and wind are already affecting islands in the storm's path. The initial impacts are being felt, with heavy downpours and gusty winds causing disruptions. Haiti is under a tropical storm watch, while Jamaica faces a hurricane watch, meaning dangerous winds are possible. Authorities are urging residents to take these warnings seriously. Residents are preparing, securing homes, gathering supplies, and making sure they have enough essentials to last through the storm, and bracing for heavy rain and flooding. Streets are already starting to flood in some areas, and the situation could worsen. Slow-moving storms like Melissa can dump huge amounts of rain, raising the risk of floods and mudslides. The potential for landslides is particularly concerning in mountainous regions. Forecasts suggest Melissa could become a hurricane by the weekend, with winds topping 74 miles per hour. The storm's rapid intensification is a cause for concern. The setup is perfect for intensification. Warm water below, supportive winds above. These conditions are ideal for the storm to strengthen further. Everyone in the Caribbean, and even along the U.S. coast, should keep a close eye on updates. Staying informed is crucial as the storm's path can change rapidly. Hurricanes bring more than windstorm surge can push ocean water onto land, often causing the most damage. Coastal areas are particularly vulnerable to this threat. Forecasters are working around the clock to predict Melissa's next moves. They are using the latest technology to track the storm's development and provide accurate forecasts. Even in late October, hurricane season isn't over yet. The tropics can still produce powerful storms. and Melissa is a prime example. Stay alert, stay prepared, and don't underestimate this storm. It's important to have a plan in place and be ready to act if necessary. Melissa is a reminder that the tropics can still deliver surprises. The storm's rapid development has caught many off guard. We'll keep you updated as the situation develops. Stay tuned to your local news and weather channels for the latest information. For now, the message is clear. Vigilance is key. Keep an eye on the sky and be ready to take action if needed. If you're in the path, review your emergency plans. Make sure you know your evacuation routes and have your emergency kit ready. The next few days will be critical for the Caribbean. The region must stay prepared and vigilant as Melissa approaches. Let's see where Melissa might be headed next. The storm's path will determine which areas need to prepare for the worst. Here's what the models are showing. The latest projections will help us understand the potential impact zones. The big question on everyone's mind right now: where is Tropical Storm Melissa headed, and what could it mean for the communities in its path? Forecasting a storm's path is always a challenge, even for the most experienced meteorologists. Computer models offer different scenarios, each based on shifting winds, ocean temperatures, and atmospheric pressure, making the outlook uncertain and sometimes even confusing. The European model keeps Melissa lingering in the Caribbean, possibly crossing Cuba near Halloween and threatening the Bahamas or Florida with heavy rain and strong winds. That would mean days of wind, rain, and potential flooding for those areas, disrupting daily life and possibly causing damage to homes and infrastructure. The American GFS model, however, shows Melissa turning north and then northeast, heading out to sea and sparing the U.S. coast from the worst impacts. These conflicting paths highlight the difficulty of storm prediction, especially when models disagree so dramatically. For now, everyone from the Caribbean to Florida should stay alert and prepared, keeping a close eye on official updates and advisories. As new data comes in, the models will start to agree and the forecast will sharpen, giving us a clearer idea of what to expect. The key: don't wait for certainty. Have your plans ready, review your emergency kits, and know your evacuation routes just in case. We'll bring you updates as soon as the picture becomes clearer, so you can make informed decisions for your safety. Stay tuned for the latest on Melissa's track, as every hour brings new information and potential changes. The next 48 hours are crucial for narrowing down the storm's path, so this is the time to be extra vigilant. If you're in a risk zone, keep checking trusted sources like the National Hurricane Center and local news for the most accurate updates. Preparation now can make all the difference, helping to protect your family and property from whatever Melissa may bring. We'll keep watching and keep you informed every step of the way. Up next, severe weather is brewing in the southern plains, and we'll break down what you need to know. Shifting to the southern plains, Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas are bracing for severe storms. A clash of cold, dry air from the north and warm, moist air from the Gulf is setting the stage for big thunderstorms. Thursday, October 23rd, brings a risk of damaging winds and large hail, especially in Oklahoma City, Lawton, and Tulsa. There's even a chance for isolated tornadoes. By Friday, the threat shifts south and east, with North Texas and southern Oklahoma facing the highest risk. Supercell storms could form, capable of producing large tornadoes. Heavy rain is also likely, with several inches possible from Texas to the southeast by Monday. Flash flooding is a real concern, especially in low-lying areas. If you're in the region, have a way to get weather alerts and be ready to act quickly. This is a powerful system with multiple threats: wind, hail, tornadoes, and flooding. Stay weather aware and have your safety plan in place. The next few days could be very active. We'll keep you posted as the storms develop. Now let's look at the dramatic temperature swings across the country. The U.S. weather map is split: fall chill in the east, summer heat in the south and west. The jet stream has dipped south over the east, bringing crisp, cool air and chilly nights. Cities like Minneapolis are seeing their coldest days yet, while jackets and sweaters are a must. Meanwhile, the west and south are basking in warmth, with places like Corpus Christi flirting with record highs. This sharp temperature contrast is fueling the severe storms in the plains. Where cold and warm air meet, the atmosphere becomes a battleground. Depending on your location, you might be turning on the heat or still running the AC. It's a vivid example of America's diverse weather. These extremes are driving the active pattern we're seeing now. Next, let's talk about the first real taste of winter in the north. With cold air settling in, frost and freeze warnings are up across the northern plains and Midwest. Clear skies and calm winds mean temperatures can plunge overnight, ending the growing season for many. Lows could dip into the 20s and low 30s, especially in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Friday morning looks to be the coldest of the week. The freeze will spread eastward over the weekend, reaching the Great Lakes and Northeast. For many, this is the first real freeze, a sure sign winter is near. Time to cover plants, check your heating, and prep your car for cold weather. The first freeze signals the end of the season for farmers and gardeners. It's also a good reminder to get ready for the months ahead. A little preparation now can save headaches later. Beyond the big storms, there's plenty of other weather action. The Great Lakes and Northeast are seeing strong thunderstorms and gusty winds as a cold front moves through. Wind advisories are up, and it'll feel even colder with the breeze. Out west, the Pacific Northwest is finally getting rain. Welcome news for dry forests and water supplies. High mountain areas in the Rockies and Cascades will see some early snow, but the heaviest will fall in Canada. It's a sign that ski season is just around the corner. Across North America, the seasons are shifting fast. Let's look ahead to Halloween week. With Halloween approaching, what's the forecast? An active pattern continues, with a dip in the jet stream keeping the east cool. Costumes may need an extra layer. The southeast will cool down, while a storm track could bring rain up the east coast. Something to watch for trick-or-treaters. The Midwest looks drier, while the Southwest stays a bit warmer than normal. The Pacific Northwest will be cooler. Long-range forecasts can change, but expect more temperature swings into early November. Cooler weather in the east and northwest. Warmth in the central U.S. The roller coaster continues. Keep checking your local forecast for updates. We'll keep you posted as Halloween gets closer. Now, let's talk about the end of hurricane season. With Melissa in the Atlantic, many are asking, when does hurricane season end? Officially, it runs through November 30th, but activity usually drops off after October. Cooler oceans and less favorable winds mean fewer storms as we head into November. The forecast suggests a quieter tropics after Halloween. Welcome news after a busy season. Still, don't let your guard down until the season is officially over. Soon our focus will shift to winter weather, snow, ice, and all the challenges they bring. Thanks for joining this weather update. Stay safe, stay informed, and enjoy the fall, whatever the weather brings. We'll be here to guide you through every season.